Hey everyone, this is FaZe and welcome to my channel. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, then you probably know how big of a fan I am of the M4 iPad Pro. Last year, right when Apple announced the new M4 iPad Pro, I immediately purchased it, the 13-inch model, and got the new Magic Keyboard to go alongside it. And I kind of wanted to do a test and see if that iPad would end up replacing my MacBook. And though I was a little pessimistic about that idea in the beginning, as I began to use the device more and more on a day-to-day basis, I fell in love with it. And I can go as far as to say that yes, the M4 iPad Pro has replaced my MacBook. I use it as my main computer and my main content creation device. And it's a device that I absolutely love, and I talk quite a bit about it on my channel. Now, here's the thing. Before I purchased the M4 iPad Pro, like I said in the beginning, I didn't really expect it to replace my MacBook. It was kind of like a test that I was kind of doing. So I opted for the base model of the M4 iPad Pro because let's be honest, it is an expensive device. And when you throw in that Magic Keyboard and the Apple Pencil, it gets extremely expensive. So I got the silver iPad Pro because I felt like the silver iPad Pro with the white Magic Keyboard looks really, really clean. It avoids a lot of the fingerprints and the oil stains that you might end up getting on the black iPad Pro and the Magic Keyboard. But then again, the white one, it's easier to show, darker marks on, right? So I guess there's pros and cons for both colors. And I did a full comparison video of both the space black iPad Pro with its Magic Keyboard versus the white Magic Keyboard with the silver iPad Pro. So if you want to check that video out, you can click the link above or in the description below. And I went for the basic storage, which I believe is 256 gigabytes. And I decided not to get cellular connectivity in it because let's be honest, at the time I was thinking I have my iPhone, right? If I'm in a situation where I really need to do work on my iPad Pro, I can just use the personal hotspot. And after I realized that this device is becoming more than something I expected to be, I was using it a lot everywhere. I was traveling with it as well. And to get work done, I realized that cellular connectivity does make a big difference. And that's one thing I really, really wish that I ended up getting, on the iPad Pro. And I did an entire video on why you should go for the cellular connectivity on an iPad. And if you want to check that video out, that's also on my channel. But perhaps the biggest mistake that I made was that I didn't get more storage because like I said, this is not just my main computer, but it's also a device I create a lot of content on, not just for myself, but for clients as well. And 256 gigabytes was the biggest mistake in my life. So I was on Facebook Marketplace just seeing if anyone is selling a higher gigabyte, iPad Pro 13-inch with the M4 chip and possibly with cellular connectivity. And guess what? I found it. Someone was selling an all-new M4 iPad Pro with cellular connectivity, 1 terabyte of storage. And because it was a 1 terabyte storage model, they also went for the Nano texture display. And that's something that I didn't really think I would like so much. But then I got this accessory from ESR, this $15 accessory that I did an entire video on that basically gives you a Nano texture-like display on any iPad, right? So I got that accessory, and the more I used the iPad with that accessory, I realized, dang, I kind of wish I got the Nano texture display. It's kind of cool because I do work a lot in coffee shops. I do a lot of work outdoors, and the fact that I can reduce all that glare and not get that many fingerprints on it seems like a pretty good idea. So when I saw that this iPad has everything, I decided let's go for it, and here it is. The M4 iPad Pro 13-inch with cellular connectivity, Nano texture display, and 1 terabyte of storage. And I absolutely love it. Yes, I still do wish that this was a silver iPad Pro with a white Magic Keyboard, but to be honest, now that this has become my main computer, I don't really care a lot about its color. Once again, I do wish it was the color of my choice, but the fact that it isn't really a deal breaker for me. The fact that I can get all my work done on this and that this has replaced my MacBook and I'm getting the additional storage, I'm getting the Nano texture display, the cellular connectivity, those are big wins for me. So now if you see on my channel me using this black iPad Pro setup, you know exactly why. It's because I replaced my silver one with this one, which I found on Facebook Marketplace. Very soon, I'm going to be showing off an accessory. I'm so excited to be showing it off to you guys. I'm actually filming this video later today. It's an accessory where you won't even care about what color setup you have, and it'll cover and protect both the iPad and the Magic Keyboard. Stay tuned to my channel and subscribe if you haven't already done so. So when that video drops, you're one of the first ones to see it. It's an accessory that I've been using for about a week now. I'm just gonna go as far as to say it's the best accessory that I have used on the M4 iPad Pro. So that means something, because on my channel, I have reviewed a ton of great accessories. So like I said, stay tuned for that video. And one thing I have realized with, this purchase, and I guess, all tech products in general, is sometimes we look at the price and say, we don't need that much storage. We don't need cellular connectivity. Do I really care for the nano texture display? We always say these things to ourselves so that we don't spend up so much money, right? But actually it ends up hurting us a lot more down the line when we start regretting not making those decisions, right? Because I needed more storage and I didn't get more storage, right? And so I was always like trying to delete stuff, saving things on the cloud, and it taking forever for it to download from the cloud, for it to go back on the drive. It just was a hassle. And then when I was traveling, I was like, I need the cellular connectivity. Like, that is something I can't rely on my iPhone all the time for that hotspot. It's not the same. And that nano textured glass display makes a big difference because I don't have to worry about glare all the time. And I'm in a lot of situations where there's a lot of glare because I'm using my device in dark mode a lot of the times. And when you use dark mode, and in certain lighting situations, it almost feels like you're seeing a reflection of yourself. Like the screen almost becomes like a mirror. And with this, I can't see my reflection, no glare. I love it, right? So that's the one thing that I've realized. Just go for the device that you ultimately want. It's better to invest a little more in that, product that you really, really love than having regrets later, right? Like now, I am in the process of selling my M4 iPad Pro, the 13-inch one that I previously had with the 256 gigabytes. And if you're interested in buying it, you can email me, which is in the description below, if you are seriously interested in purchasing my iPad Pro. But see, that's a hassle, right? Because I already bought such an expensive device only to later buy this, which is even more expensive. And then now I have to go through the hassle of selling my previous iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard, right? So hopefully I can sell that soon, but I don't want to go through that again. So if there's one piece of advice that I can give to people in the tech community, stop trying to save every nickel and dime, right? If you're already spending so much, look at that as an investment. You don't want to go back and be regretting your decision of why did I not get this? Why did I not get that, right? Just get the best one if you have to, right? Obviously look within your budget and see if it can work, and don't, make the decision that I made of getting something and then regretting it a little bit later, right? So ultimately this was just a quick update video for you guys. Obviously I love the M4 iPad Pro. I've done tons of content on this, right? So now I just wanted to get the best one, and it's finally here. I love it. And at the end of the day, I also want to know your thoughts. Are you a user of the M4 iPad Pro? If so, let me know which one you're using and how has your experience been using the M4 iPad Pro. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you next time.